Know what it is. GMOG Sports TV back with another one. All right, so Terence Crawford once again doing a media world tour. The latest interview he just did recently, that just uploaded as of yesterday, during the time of the posting of this video. Terence Crawford, again, he's speaking his mind about things, and it was a very intriguing interview. One of the things that stood out of that interview was the fact that he said that if Errol Spence and Terence Bud Crawford were to retire today, that Terence Bud Crawford would be in the Hall of Fame and Errol Spence would not. Let that marinate. So the guy he just beat, Errol Spence, right? Unified at the time he fought, unified champion at 147. He's basically saying the guy he beat, the guy he dominated, if they retire today, isn't good enough to be in the Hall of Fame. So from what I gather from that message that he said, he's basically saying that Errol Spence is not good enough. He's discrediting his own win. So your career high, your career win, or your best win on your resume, Terence Bud Crawford, is Errol Spence. That's your best win. Why? Not only is your best win, it's your most notarized win. You are being interviewed everywhere, on every single platform you can think of. You have been more popular after this fight. You have made the most money after this fight. So this fight with Errol Spence gave you a career high in terms of notoriety. Like, the casuals that didn't know your name now, I'm pretty sure they know your name now, right? So again, you're saying that Errol Spence, if he retired today, would not go in the Hall of Fame, which means, again, your best win is Errol Spence. But at the same time, by saying that, you're saying that he's not a Hall of Famer, so you're discrediting your own win. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. See, a lot of the shit that, Terence Crawford be saying, he just talks from both sides of his mouth. Listen, man, I am a Terence Crawford fan. And like I said in my previous videos, those of you follow me, yes, when they originally fought, I originally picked Errol Spence to win. I did. Ever since then, I always suspected Terence Crawford's skills. I just thought Errol Spence would win, based on the fact that he has, at the time, I thought he had more durability. He had a better jab, but turned to find out that wasn't the case, because Errol Spence is one-dimensional, especially to a guy who's more dynamic and has more dimensions to his game, like Terence Bud Crawford. So ever since that fight, I cannot doubt at all Terence Bud Crawford. But nonetheless, Terence Bud Crawford, again, he talks from both sides of his mouth, and he talks in contradictions. He'll contradict himself constantly. And the Terence Bud Crawford fans, they don't check him about that. They don't check him. They don't use deductive logic and reasoning when listening to Terence Bud Crawford speak. If I'm hearing the guy say that his best win is not good enough to be in the Hall of Fame, it lets me know that he's discrediting his own win and basically saying he has no Hall of Famers in his resume. Because you take out Errol Spence, who is a Hall of Famer that Terence Crawford beat? I'll wait. So again, your best win to date, Errol Spence, is not good enough to be in the Hall of Fame, which means your resume ain't got no Hall of Famers, which means your resume is pretty much mediocre. That's what you're saying. So instead of saying, yes, Errol Spence is my best win to date, he's a future Hall of Famer, and I hope to fight more future Hall of Famer fighters. That's what he should be saying. That's what he should be saying. So again, I'll make another video, but I'm gonna speak about this briefly. I don't want Terence Crawford's win against Errol Spence to get to his head. I mean, you know, again, this is something that we've never seen Terence Bud Crawford get so much publicity and notoriety after a win before. And also, we've never seen him speak so much. I mean, this guy's all over the place. He's all over any particular platform that he'll speak on. He's never spoken so much and never got this most notoriety in his career. And he's 36. Let that marinate, guys. He's 36 years old. His biggest win and most notoriety ever at 36. I understand why he wants big money fights now. You know what I'm saying? He's probably got 2-3 fights left in him, and he retired. In that interview that he did with the guy, and that was kind of a funny interview anyway, because the guy was like, he called himself a so-called Christian, but at the same time offering the guy a bourbon. So so now we got alcoholic Christians. That was funny, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, man, I like I said, I take away Terence Crawford discrediting his best win by saying that he's not good enough to be in the Hall of Fame if they retired today. So it just basically means that you have no Hall of Famers on your resume. Your resume is pretty much mediocre. And like, you got to go back to the drawing board. Like, think before you speak, brother. Like, you and your circle of people around you, y'all gotta check Terence Crawford, man. Don't be a goddamn yes man. Be a realist. Be critical. You know, give him some solutions to the problems that he may be having when he speaks. You know what I'm saying? So those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Do you believe that Errol Spence, if they retired today, if him and Terence Bud Crawford retired today, do you think that he would not be in the Hall of Fame? Let me know your thoughts down below, family. Till next time, signing out. Peace.